I had the tennis racket too from Mario Power Tennis, where he was like crazy good. You ever play that? It was, if you were on one side of the court, the ball was on the other. You press A and you're across.
Koopa and Paratrooper was busted, like the team.
It was so good.
But yeah, I play. I'll just rattle off sets I've won with characters: Luigi, Bowser, Bowser Jr., Jigglypuff, Sonic, Pac-Man, Mega Man, Dr. Mario, and there's 3 others that I can't remember.
Nice.
But anyway, we are underway in Grand Finals, a match that we have certainly seen a number of times. GGA.JJROCKETS versus GGA.NiTE in Grand Finals.
And one of the Elite Four is going home with all the bananas.
Yeah, this is like Agatha versus Lance. Like, they got bored, they crapped on the protagonist, and now they're just going to fight each other for no reason. Let's see if Gengar can kill Dragonite and so forth.
Gary's like on break somewhere.
Yeah, Gary's on vacation.
Oh, stuffed that recovery with the
Gary Kiro is on vacation in Wisconsin permanently. And is a tad retired.
Off to the orange.
JJ's just screwing around. Like, I'm going to throw out up B in neutral, come at you, why not?
Yeah. When you drop a stock that fast, sometimes things get a little bit silly. Like right there, Knight throwing out the down B so early that it caught JJ as soon as the banana left his hand and tripped him.
This is weird to me because I feel like, yes, it's bracket, and yes, they can play anytime they want. JJ's got Genesis in like 10 days.
Yeah.
I feel like he would be taking this as seriously as possible. He has been changing up his playstyle a lot, which is good. JJ, I guess I'm going to go a little real talk here because
real talk.
Like this matchup,
serious.
This matchup, like everybody knows the analysis. You know, good monkey flip. You know, Knight needs to keep stage control, up air with Rosa. You know, JJ needs to keep fundamentally strong, try to get in, approach, and so forth.
Exactly.
GGA.ROCKETS as a player, the thing that has held him back against some out-of-state opponents, I believe, and this is just all personal observation, was that he plays GGA.ROCKETS' style of Diddy Kong. It is just the way he is. Everybody has their own style of a character. Some people are looked at, like Zero, obviously, for Diddy Kong would be looked at as like, this is how you should probably play Diddy.
Okay, yeah.
JJ very much has his own style that he plays. You know, he likes his confirms. Certain times he approaches, certain times he goes for shield grabs. And it became, at a point, I want to say about 2 months ago, very, very stagnant.
Okay.
And I played friendlies with him during, I believe it was E2C 20. This was like a month and a half ago. He was about to play DeMitis in loser semis for the right to play against Akiro.
Okay.
And he's like, you know, let's play friendlies. We played, and now I can't beat JJ. But I did in those games. And we talked, and I told him straight up, like, don't go for anything crazy. Do your fundamental Diddy. You will win. And he did exactly that until the very end. He went for a random up B barrels on stage.
Okay.
Missed completely, and DeMitis need him out of the tournament in game 3. So ever since that happened, as he takes that game with a very nice read on up smash.
And a great turnaround from that kind of nasty start.
Yeah, look at him smile. He's so happy about this. Ever since that happened, I think and I can't know this because I'm not JJ, but from what I've seen, I have to infer that he sat down, said, okay, my playstyle can be different and I can improve. I don't want to plateau. He has started throwing out more down tilts for more confirms. He has spammed the crap out of that move. He's got some new setups that are new. He's naring more. He's changing his own playstyle at such a deep fundamental level so that he can improve overall long term. And for the number of tournaments he plays, the number of games he plays, it's a thing he should be doing. See, as you see right there, the nair, the falling nair, that's a new thing he has.
Yeah, he even did kind of a hoo-ha 20XX with the nair earlier, getting a throw, going up, and then putting himself right in the middle of someone and doing a nair.
There it is again.
There it is again, yeah.
Like, he's doing that more. You'll see later in stocks, like, he'll just start down tilting more. If he feels uncomfortable, he doesn't get too aggressive or too passive now. He just spams down tilt. Because it comes out frame 4, it confirms that everything that he has, you only have to hit 1, takes away approach options.
Yeah, extremely safe option. And when it's as easily spammable as that, it's definitely something you want to, you know, keep on point and keep as sort of your fallback option.
Yeah, now Xavier beating JJ, yes, in theory it's a surprise. Xavier has always been a very solid player with the inability to close games. And I talked with him about this when he entered, like I did a quick player interview with him. After he won, he commentated the set. His anxiety's gone. He's not physically sick anymore. He was for a while.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear.
And now he's playing great. And I don't think JJ was just expecting it. Like, all of a sudden, like, oh, okay, Xavier took a game, and then he just got, you know, whatever out of the building by Zero Suit. Such a ridiculously strong character.
Oh, yeah.
There it is. Down tilt, up smash. He's not afraid to put on damage. So, JJ, I don't think he's dropped a game since that happened. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't at all. Nothing against NiTe. NiTe's a great player. Certainly one of the people with the capability to play him. But if you said to me JJ's going to 60 here, I wouldn't be surprised. It's happened before.
And looking to make that happen, chasing NiTe through the air. And NiTe quick to get back to the ground. He knows that even though Rosa's got the kills off the top two, he just doesn't want to be messing with JJ that high up.
Definitely not. And JJ, like, he should be the best player in our scene. The amount of success he's had, the amount of tournaments he goes to, the way that he plays, his longevity near the top, with Akiro gone now especially. I want him to have the national placings to back that, truly, like, no question. I want to see him, like, top 8 Genesis.
Yeah, and here's one thing that he told me once was that the way he described it, like, in comparing himself to the other GGA Elite Four, he's like, I have a range. It's when I play at my best, I'm really good, but I can also play really terrible. Whereas like Dan and DeMitis, their range is much smaller. Like they will consistently play really well or just slightly worse than they usually do. They won't just like buster and drop down. Sometimes that'll happen with JJ.
I can understand that entirely because for JJ supposedly being like a top 2 or 3 player in our community at all times, I'm never ever going to say that he's not necessarily. Then he has lost to some random ass people. Given that.
It has happened.
Like, okay, so we did the power ranking panel yesterday, and I can't give away, like, who's where yet. We'll do a show for that.
Ooh.
The one thing I can tell you is that Xavier's standings, he's not on PR because of his last 3 months.
Okay.
And that means he lost to an unranked player today.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point.
NiTe runs it back, takes game 2.
Yep.
Good up air there to steal the stock. I know that was a large tangent, but it is important to really talk about our top players, especially with something like Genesis looming on the horizon.
Yeah, and it's coming up quick. And NiTe is he going or is he not going?
NiTe's not going.
Okay.
It's from Chicago. The rep is
I know
JJ,
Dan's going.
Dan, Green Beast. Akiro's going? Yep.
Okay, so
and
Akiro
Akiro
too.
Akiro technically being Chicago rep. Also not qualified for the PR. Just not around. Like he really just has not played events.
So he's got that honorary spot in our hearts.
Number 0.
Yeah, number 0.
I miss Akiro. I really do. Like, real talk. I wish he was around more. I learned so much from playing against him over time.
Yeah. The only interaction I think I've had with him is at one random back in the game tournament. We did commentary for a few sets, and it was a lot of fun. So, Akiro, if you're out there, shout-outs to you.
I'm sure he's probably watching.
Nice.
Would not surprise me in the least.
All right, so JJ trying to get some stage control right now. He was down quite a bit of percent. NiTe's doing his best to just keep away until Luma comes back. And that's definitely something that NiTe needs to really... Ooh.
Yo!
Good tech there. That could have been really bad from a follow-up from JJ, but he turns it around with a Luma down air. Oh, that was sneaky.
That was sneaky. Both of them getting so aggressive. I love seeing this. This is the kind of play I want to see from players. Like, I know NiTe's not going to Genesis, but JJ is. This is the kind of play I want to see him have when he goes there. I want to see him not afraid to get aggressive in the right ways.
Yeah, and he dropped so... And he was, at the same time, you could tell he was thinking things through. He wasn't letting the, like, blood go to his head. Just said, all right, I know I can charge up my barrels and get back on stage. And NiTe is running hot right now, so he'll probably down air early, and I can, recover safely.
Forward throw, not going to do it.
Oh, good DI up into the corner.
I think at the edge, like the very edge, that kills, but I think he was a little bit too much on stage there. Ooh, good up air. Falling up air by NiTe.
Yeah,
Rosa's bread and butter. So when you up air with Rosa, it essentially spans 3 states and would take about 2 bus lines and a train to get all the way across Rosa's up air without getting hit. Problem is you can't do that in 2 seconds.
Yeah. You're gonna need a passport to get to one end of to get to the other end of that paper plate.
Yeah, you need a passport in Illinois to fly now.
Yeah,
these don't work.
that's garbage. Oh well.
Sorry about the random
We're all
talk there.
suspicious Illinois people, I guess.
Yeah, so Knight's got a solid lead here. 68% extra credit is huge. 75%. Just keep stacking it up. JJ's kind of had a problem in this set. That's a good forward smash to kill, but he's had a problem killing Luma. Luma has been around more than Luma usually is in a JJ game.
Yeah, usually his first step is to get them separated and then just go ham on Luma. Especially if KniTe is at a higher percent where he can be in the air for a while. Ooh,
KniTe, that was savage.
Scooped him with the Luma to put him in the perfect spot to land that second up air.
Okay, so playing against Luma, when the starfish starts like popping you like jab, 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 it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it can feel really frustrating. And then for KniTe to turn around and do that again, I think JJ was trying to DI out of it in such a way where he just wouldn't get jab, jab the second time. And KniTe just all of a sudden, shut up air, up air.
Yep.
Dead.
And that's really tough to pull off because if you mistime your up air, suddenly like Luma's on top of you and you don't have that range that it covers. Like DeBuzz is really good at spacing out Luma, having Luma be very far away and then doing an up air, and suddenly Luma comes snapping back and you have a hitbox that spans that like entire length that they were separated.
Yeah, JJ, I don't want to say he's given up, but he has done something very wise lately, in my mind. He started picking up Pikachu to have fun. Straight up. Like, you got to remember this game is for fun when you compete.
Yeah, definitely.
And he loves playing Pikachu. We don't have a scene Pikachu. He's getting pretty good at it. Not afraid to break him out. I guess he figures if he wins, he's going to feel great and probably run it all the way back. And if he doesn't, screw it. He tried.
Exactly. You know, you switch things up in a potential tournament game situation. If you're winning it, then it's like, all right, that adjustment did something for me, so let's see what if I can keep this going type of deal. Ooh. You see KniTe's just looking to trade with that up B.
Yeah, this is also a very different matchup for KniTe to deal with. I'm actually surprised a little bit that KniTe went all Rosa today. Because KniTe's had the Ryu that's really good. Like,
yeah, it's definitely a strong secondary for him.
Scary. Like, unfortunately, the VOD got lost, but the last Winners Finals I was at 2 weeks ago, I think it was DeMitis that KniTe played, and KniTe had never beaten DeMitis with Ryu before this. He had this ridiculous, like, 0 to death. Good up smash. All right, JJ possibly down to his last stock of this tournament.
Yeah. And you know that with DeMitis rocking the Meta Knight, you know that KniTe's picking up that character exactly for that type of matchup. So props to him for finally sealing the deal on that one.
Well, DeMitis calls it a co-main. He's a Meta Knight main.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone says it. He's not going to admit it yet. He's a Meta Knight main.
I missed the Falcon DeMitis touch, but well,
he's still got it though. He even said, like, you know, Meta Knight is supposed to beat Sheik. He has said that he would rather play Falcon against Sheik because he has way more fun with it and he plays better. And good on him.
Yeah, definitely. Ooh, KniTe tried to read that rolls. JJ goes behind him and finally gets Luma out of there with an up smash.
Pikachu's a curious case because everybody who talks about Pikachu for the most part puts him in like the top 5 characters for whatever reason. That was like since the beginning of time until recently, and it's like I get that ESAM's very good. Oh, JJ.
Miss spacing that.
Yeah, JJ's had enough smash for now, I think. But like, Pikachu is... What results does he have other than ESAM? Where all these other characters are like, Sheik is taking tournaments, Zero Suit's taking tournaments, Diddy Kong's taking tournaments. You know, Sonic is dominating in Japan.